Alright, so we're going to talk to you about transportation. A couple of the methods are pretty basic, walking being one of them. If you needed to get anywhere, you can walk there, obviously.
Nagasaki is basically one long line, so anywhere you go on that main street, you can find the way from the school all the way to where we are right now.
Yeah.
Which is Shoku.
Yeah, some temple. Other ways you can get around is going to be bus. That's going to be the second main mode of transportation that a lot of people take.
The buses, you'll learn them, but at first they're a little tricky. The numbers don't correspond with anything. The buses all have the destinations printed, and so you have to learn the routes. But the coordinator can teach you how to do this pretty simply. It's not that hard once you know.
Yeah, and also you're going to have to learn the kanji of what city you're going to, or what town or area you're going to. Next mode of transportation is going to be the streetcar, and that's usually the most convenient and the cheapest way, because it's only 120 yen, as opposed to the minimum on the bus, which is 140.
Which escalates the farther you go.
Yeah, and when you're on the streetcar, it's just one set price. It's just 120 the whole way, and that takes you down. They have a couple different ones. They have
number one line
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 3, 4, 5.
1, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's no 2. So there's 1, 3, 4, and 5. 1 is on the main drag, and that gets you to the main shopping areas and almost all the way to school. Other ones, like 5, is going to take you a different route. You kind of have to go out of your way to get to 5. And 3 is also on the main line, but instead of going the way 1 goes, it goes the opposite way.
You'll see when you get the map of the streetcar. You'll see how they go. There are 2 methods of paying. Either you carry your coins with you wherever you go, or get what's called a smart card.
And the smart card, it's refillable, and you do save a little money every time you refill it.
We'll show you how to do that later.
Yeah, you'll see that in a little bit. I might even put it over the video right now. So when we're talking about it, you might be seeing the smart card being used right now. The next mode of transportation is going to be taxi. Taxis are very expensive. They start out at 500 yen, but they can take you absolutely anywhere you want to go.
And they're fast.
Yeah, incredibly fast. It's going to be a lot faster than the streetcar, which has to stop at different stops, or the bus, or obviously walking.
But you're going to start off with a minimum of 500 yen as soon as you enter the taxi. And then from there, the longer you're in it, not the farther you go, but the longer you're in it, the price increases.
Yeah.
So I think from the school to Matsuyamamachi, you're looking at about 15 bucks. Yeah.
1,500 yen. Next mode of transportation is kind of a more convenient way to go. Costs a little money up front. Is a bike. You can get a used bike, a new bike. New bikes are obviously going to be more expensive, around 100 to all the way up to 500 if you want to. That's a lot of money for a bike, but you can get it if you have the money. Used bikes go anywhere from 30 all the way up to 100 bucks. I'd recommend trying to find a used bike because they are very convenient.
Or the best way is finding a student that's leaving that has a bike and needs to get rid of theirs. That's how 3 of the people in our group did it. So I would recommend that.
You can do what I did. I brought rollerblades, and people are always like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you brought rollerblades!" But they're fantastic because you can carry them whenever, wherever you want to go, and they get you through places pretty quick, and it saves you money because you don't have to pay for the bus. You don't have to waste time walking from Sumiyoshi to wherever you're trying to go to. You can take the free bus. And that's another thing too, is that the free bus comes, takes you to school and back at certain times.
Or you can do what I do and steal these rollerblades.
Yeah. And then the only other thing too would be a skateboard. Skateboard is also another form that you can get around really easy to pick it up to carry with you. Strap it on the back of your backpack. And skateboard and rollerblades I think are more convenient because you can, I mean, technically you could bring them on the carry-on if you wanted to. I put mine in my bag, on my checked-in bag, but that's an option too. And then the last option we have is going to be a rental car.
Rental cars, these are not recommended. It's a lot of money, and if you're going to do it, you need to already have your international license. I'm not sure if there is a way to do that here. I think there's Murakami Driving School, which will hand it out, but that is definitely going to be the most expensive. That's easy. That is easy.
All right, and that's the end of our thing. Bill's going to take a phone call. That is our transportation section.